we'll see the San Diego State Aztecs taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Aztecs will put it away to start the game. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll move his way forward to the first down.
was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
On the ground, it's Vaughn. He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Mendoza. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets away. Getting some heat. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. Jumped on top of the pile.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their own integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your way.
And he's still running after the move. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Aztecs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? Ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. A first down for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Open space at the 25. He's loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. He didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Aztecs will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes his connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That's caught. It's Mendoza. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's caught! Touchdown, San Diego State!
how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Boise State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On third down, going up top. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Aztecs headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They want to just keep throwing it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
San Diego State, 21. Virginia, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm low-key.
Deep shot for the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Wow, the quarterback can't believe it. I mean, that was a perfect throw into the end zone. He gave his guy every opportunity to finish the play, and he drops it. And as a result, no touchdown.
This time, he's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down, trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Mendoza. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
San Diego State offense will take over. First and 10.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Lets it fly. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block me.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Virginia! The defense with the scoop and score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always been calculated, David. They've been way too cavalier with the football.
Aggressive and reckless. Like, there's a difference between the two. They've had some success and they've been good, but make sure that my bad isn't turning the football over and giving the defense easy opportunities to score.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Aztecs look to keep this drive humming. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Soft spot in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Touchdown, San Diego State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
San Diego State 28, Virginia 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aztecs. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. The completion well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Coming after it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Feeling some heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The Aztecs in the hurry up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to find his man in the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. A lot of urgency for this offense. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Touchdown, Cavaliers! Reeled it in and just made the house call. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Virginia 20.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
The offense will take over 1st and 10.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give as they work on that clock. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The give to the left. Runs through the tackle. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for a huge play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge game. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Knocked down for the tackle. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. 1st down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Aztecs are in the hurry up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we'll talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College